to another video from Burst Technologies regarding the WebFilter product line. This video we're just going to go ahead and do a basic configuration of the WebFilter Standalone product. Okay, we have already installed the product, so we're just going to go ahead and click on the Start button, go to All Programs, and Burst Technology, and the WebFilter Management Console. And you'll note the first thing, this is an unregistered version and it has not been configured yet. It's going to come up with a little warning here for you saying your trial period will expire in 30 days. It's a full featured trial, so you don't have to worry about that. Go ahead and just click OK, and the console will go ahead and come up. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is to set up an access rule. There's three things that you're going to need to do to configure the WebFilter Standalone product. One is to create the access rule that's going to determine how you will identify your users. The second thing is to configure the proxy server settings itself. And then the third thing is to create a custom access policy and assign it to the users or groups. So in this case, we're going to start off with our access rules. We're going to be using the domain to control the access. So we just right click on access rules and click register domain. Get the quick register the domain dialog box here. We'll go ahead and select our domain and click OK. Comes up, tells us that we have selected it. Go ahead and click OK at this point. We don't need anything else there for this quick video. The second step we're going to do is to configure the actual proxy settings themselves. So to do that, come up here to under bt-WebFilter, right click again and select properties, and come up here to the proxy options tab. Now make note of this port here because this is what you'll be plugging into the browser. Go ahead and select the Ask Unauthenticated Users for identification. You're going to do basic with the domain and select the domain that you just registered. Okay, and that's it. Go ahead and click apply and then OK when the Windows comes back. Okay, so the windows come back up for us. We can go ahead and just click OK at this point. So we've done two of the three steps required. The third step now is to create a custom access policy. There is a default custom access policy of the three types of individual access policy types that we have: permission, restriction, and combination. This is actually a restriction type policy. The default policy for the access rule that you set up is a restriction policy. You can change that under the access rule, but for this video we're going to go ahead and just leave it with as being a restriction policy. Because it's a restriction policy, all users are allowed access until you specifically deny the category. So in the default custom access policy here, we have our basic, what we call our legal liabilities: anonymizers, criminal skills, extreme violence, gambling, so on and so on. Now these are the sites that you typically will not want users going to. There may be cases where you do, but for the most part you don't want them going there. So to apply this, we're just going to go over here to our Apply To tab. We're going to leave unauthenticated access selected since you still have to authenticate to the proxy server in the first place. Go ahead and click the Add Groups, and we'll just go ahead and type in our domain users group. Click Check Names, and you can see that it identifies it. Go ahead and click OK, and go ahead and click Apply, and then OK again, and that does it for setting up our custom access policy. At this point, WebFilter Standalone is configured. All you would have to do now is actually go into the browser and set up the proxy settings to go through the standalone server, and away you go. This concludes this video on bt-WebFilter Standalone Quick Start. We hope you found this video tutorial helpful and encourage any feedback that you may have that will help us to continue providing quality training videos. From all of us here at Burstek, thank you for watching.